seniors, retirees, those thinking about retiring, some of us who are a little bit older but are not done with our lives yet and still plan to be around into our 80s and 90s, this video is made just for you. Male or female, I'm going to suggest that you think about becoming a Santa Claus or a Mrs. Claus if you're a lady, and join our brotherhood. And let me tell you, if you're looking to really go out of this lifetime with a bang, then being a Santa Claus is the way to go. I've done it for 24 years as a professional Santa, and I've done just about everything imaginable, from home visits to commercials, from tree lightings to parades, from just constantly showing up at different venues and having parties, doing corporate events, you name it, I've pretty much done it and enjoyed just about everything I've ever done in my last 24 years as Santa Claus. And let me tell you, there is something that does for your heart and your soul that you will not find in any other vocation on this earth. I swear to God, the smiles, the hugs, the love, and the challenges of being a Santa Claus are like nothing else you've ever even imagined. And until you've actually done it, and if you talk to anybody that's been Santa, especially if they've been doing it for a while, it's kind of fun. They all start the same way. It's like, I never expected to, but oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever done. Now, how to be a Santa and what's involved with being a Santa are some, there's some unusual things that you might have to do some investing in it. It is possible to work with a mall company that provides you suits so that you don't have that expense. But if you really want to have kind of an open way of doing things, whether you want to do home visits or corporate visits, or if you want to do, like commercials or photo shoots, you're going to have your own suits and your own bling and that kind of thing to go with it. And you can spend a pretty penny, or you can just pick up something a little bit more reasonable that'll get you through the season. I recommend having 1 to 3 suits, but I'm actually getting ahead of myself here. The best thing to do right now is go on the internet. Look at some of the people that have portrayed Santa, and they'll tell you, and you'll see it in their comments, and you'll see it in their biographies and such. I mean, this is something that's very, very special and very, very unique. And I'm talking about, it doesn't matter if you want to do cruise ships or if you want to do your local church. I mean, the possibilities are boundless. And also, it adds a pretty nice income to the end of the year. And I'm talking about easily 4, 5, and even more figures added toward the end of the year for us seniors, which can make all the difference in the world when we're trying to get by on pensions and Social Security and other things that aren't going nearly as far as they used to. So this is not only just something that's altruistic, which I think is wonderful. It really does. it's a selfless thing when you do it, but it's also a good financial stepping stone for you as well. Now, and there's ways to look at this, and again, I invite you to go on the internet and really look at some of the things that people say. And when you're serious, I have actually written a book, and it is the manual on how to be Santa Claus, and it's available on Amazon. I've also taken that book and delved much deeper by doing a video series. And this is not just, again, for Santa Claus, this is also for Mrs. Claus, where I talk about hair care, and if you're a guy, beard care, costumes. I talk about the how to approach being a Santa and what you need to know and what you should know and be aware of, and how to get through the season, and the pitfalls and the pleasures of being Santa Claus. And there are a couple challenges from time to time. But I got to tell you, overall, I've loved almost every single minute I've ever wore the red suit. And, you know, I think you would too. Now, if you want to learn more about my information, you can go to, and this is simple, howtobesantaclaus.com. You go on there, my book's there, my video series is there, and multiple websites and resources on everything from, again, beard care, hair care, hygiene, how to pick the right suit, what types of suits there are. There are many different styles that you're going to want to look at, and so much else. So by all means, explore the website. That's, a no-brainer. That'll help point you in a lot of good places for resources. So, but I really want to implore that, especially those that are getting older and are thinking their life is coming to a close, it's not. You got many more years ahead of you. I've had some medical issues that have sidelined me a couple times during the year. And I even had one that I lost my last week one year, but I wouldn't trade that for anything, and I would do it all again and more. So by all means, join me and all our brothers and sisters as Santa and Mrs. Claus, and give some careful consideration on this. And if you have questions, you can always email me, or you can actually get on my website, and we'll even have free consultations if you go on the video series that comes with 2 visits with me. So we can talk about anything you'd like to know. But by all means, do give this careful consideration. And if you're younger, you're certainly not left out of this. You could possibly start. I've known Santas that have started in their 30s and 20s and before. So I have a dear friend, oh my God, he's been doing it for like 50 years. So it's open to everybody, but especially seniors, retirees, those thinking about retirement, those that are wondering, are just tired of what they're doing now and want to do something different. I recommend you try this. But thanks for listening to me, and I hope to see you out there.